He's sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter. Crowd looks hot tonight. Better come with it. We've got the momentum. Let's keep it going.
You guys show them how it's done.
We'll get their very own Bulldog t-shirt. You won't want to miss. Single game tickets and packages are still available. Don't miss any upcoming home games. Just visit us online or your nearest ticket booth. And we've got something special in store for you during our next home game. Everyone, we'll get a Cleveland Cavaliers rally town. A great way to cheer your Cavs on. We want your time in the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word CAVS along with your issue and location to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concerns immediately. Fans, be here for the mascot.
Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Hawks. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Hey everyone, welcome to the 2K Sports broadcast of the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 2 coming up, and along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Rizachet, then there's Dyson Daniels, and it's Bufkin in at the 1. And for Cleveland, Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Jay in at the 3 slot. If you look at the Cavaliers, and with a win in Game 1, they have an opportunity to put the hammer down tonight.
Yeah, this would be a big step toward the finals. To take a 2-0 lead tonight with 2 more games left on their home court would put them in terrific position.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Rizachet. 4-3. The shot comes out. Here's Jay, covered by Johnson. Here's Bufkin. Capella, screen on Mitchell. Bufkin. Three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Mitchell. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And the layup is good off the glass.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter, Donovan Mitchell, adept at scoring in the paint.
Outside Johnson. And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Bufkin from the arc. Counted from distance.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Look.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Rizachet. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, great look for Rizachet. Close in, gets it done.
To the inside. Here's Mobley. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Hawks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. There's a screen. The 3 is up. The Cavaliers pull it in, and they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only one loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses, and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team.
Oh, wow!
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Johnson, the three from Ricochet, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He was talking about unsung contributions, particularly those from Clint Capella. He cited the hard screens, the rebounding, the willingness to get his hands dirty. This is a guy who never complains. He just puts his hard hat on and he goes to work. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
To the wing on the left. Musket, no good. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Jay. And another miss by Cleveland.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Ricochet. Inside. And stolen by Mobley. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. To the left side wing. Beyond the arc. And it's Jay missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's Daniels, guarded by Garland. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Substitution here for Cleveland. Niang, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Wade comes in for Mobley. Karis LeVert's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Jerome subbed in for Garland. And that one's good. Jay.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Okongwu. Down low. Here's Matthews. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Jay. They set a pick from deep. That shot is off. The Hawks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Hunter. Banked it in off the glass.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Niang, pass to LeVert. Here's Jay. This one for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Jay's got 9 points. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Ricochet. He's checked by LeVert. Just 3 on the clock. The shot no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Cavaliers on top. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And a moment. Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Buffkin. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Buffkin's got his second bucket on the night. Here's Cleveland. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Jay. No good with the triple. Hawks trail by 12. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He dropped 48 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again, guys.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Johnson for three. Buries it from three.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Pass to Jay. Allen a screen. Takes a three. And that one's good. Jay. 12 points for him.
Another triple for him. His fourth of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Outside Hunter. Here's Buffkin. Guarded by Garland. Capella, screen on Garland. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Ricochet, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Number 10, Zachariah Ricochet.
1:04 left in the first half of this game. Mobley on a screen. Here's Jay. And Cleveland another three.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Johnson against Mobley. Pass to Ricochet. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Jay. From outside, off the mark. Hawks trail by 13. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Buffkin. There's the screen by Johnson. Buffkin, no good. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Nails it from 3. Jay's got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Mobley. Some room here for Strus. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. And the 3 ball has been huge in building this lead. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. Thanks for joining us.
And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Ricochet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Buffkin in at the point guard position. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Jay. Back to Mitchell. Garland for 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And he drives in. Pass to Buffkin. From downtown, Mitchell grabs a miss. Mitchell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Johnson. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Shea. He's got 9. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room in half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
That one goes. Count it.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Johnson a screen on Garland. Bucket, no good.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
And it's Jay missing. Hawks trail by 19. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. From deep, Johnson. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, Coro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Hunter. Here's Robbie. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Jerome. Still without a bucket. Here's Jay. Off target with the 3. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick to Hunter. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
There's the 3. Okongwu with the rebound.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Mobley on a screen. Here's Jay. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's Cleveland. Feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Jay in a 2-guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And that one's good. Jay
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Allen against Okongwu. Here's Hunter. Strus with a defensive effort.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Jay. Allen with a screen on Hunter. Jay. And Cleveland another three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Krejci, the pass to Robbie. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Matthews' shot is good.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Cleveland leading by 20. Here's Jay. Off target from three-point range. And the Hawks shooting around 44%. Not bad. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. The Birds checked in for Strus.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Daniels. There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Bufkin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to get it going. And he sinks the layup.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Jay. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Daniels. Launches a three. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jay. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, he may be a top scorer, guys, but Donovan Mitchell is not selfish. What a pretty pass.
Outside Johnson. Here's Rizachet. Capella, screen on the vert. Here's Rizachet. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And that one's good. Jay.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Capella, screen on the vert. To the paint to stop the run. And it's Capella with the jam.
When they time that play right, Capella is a good man to have on the end of it. He's a strong finisher when he rolls off the screen.
From outside the arc. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Daniels, that one's true.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Here's Jay. Misses the 3. Hawks trail by 21. The 11-footer. Tipped.
And Game 2 of the conference finals is always so important. What a great win this is for the Cavaliers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Another statement win here in these conference finals. They look like they're in complete control and want to finish this series as quickly as possible.
But at the same time, it's important that they don't get too ahead of themselves. We've seen teams come back from 2-0 deficits before, so it's important they maintain this momentum moving ahead.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jay.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Here's Rizachet. Johnson a screen on the vert. The 3 from Rizachet. On target from range.
And you see how dangerous Rizachet can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Jay trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Bufkin. to the middle. Here's Capella, and it's Capella with the jam.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Mitchell, the pass to Jay. Mobley on a screen. Fires the three. And no good. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. And this win shows they have...
MP has put himself among the greats this season.
Win this game so we can go hit the buffet for some chicken wings.
They ain't ready yet, Pete.
Do what you did last time.
Just a reminder, folks, to make sure to be here for a free range giveaway. Come to
Game
Eastern Conference Finals action. Boy, and a 2-0 series thus far. Who will take Game 3? We're going to find out here. Live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA playoffs. Along with Coach Stan Ben, here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Jay in at the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, the pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Shea. And it's Pumpkin in at the 1 spot. Take a look at the Hawks. Down 2-0. They got to win tonight to get some traction in the series.
And if they lose this one, you can forget about advancing. It's more likely you're trying to avoid a sweep. So tonight's all or nothing.
Screen by Allen. Jay, good on the 3-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Shea. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Shea is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
And so he makes both from the line. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just 1 loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
Pass to Johnson. Capella with a screen on Mobley to the inside. Here's Buffkin. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Allen.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Jay misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Mobley. The Hawks again can't hit. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. There's the 3. Jay misses. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Buffkin, the 17-footer. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, credit the quick hands of Dyson Daniels. He gets the steal that gets them out on the break.
Here's Jay. He has 6. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Hunter driving inside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
For the Cavaliers, George Niang is checked in for Jared Allen. Karis LeVert comes in for Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Screen by Niang. Jay, once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Pass to Buffkin. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Jay. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. Johnson kicks to Hunter. 5 to shoot. Pass to Capella. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Capella to the wing on the left. Here's Buffkin. Bangs home the trifecta. Buffkin's got 5.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Making a switch here. Bodies checked in. Hunter finds Matthews. Here's Roddy, covered by Mobley. Down low. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Yeah, if you give Ricochet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 6. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think coaches show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
They've got Ricochet. Hunter is out there with Okongwu. And it's Roddy in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10 wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height. And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
And the basket by Jay.
A superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammate.
Outside Matthews. Ricochet with it. He's got 6, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And the Hawks making a change here. Krejci's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Atlanta had a huge game. He came away with 41 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He played outstanding. He didn't force anything and allowed him to take over on offense. Kevin, we'll see what he has in store tonight.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a it's a great finish! Oh, my gosh. Well, that's dunk contest-worthy stuff from Hunter.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. Pass to Daniel. Here's Buffkin. There's 1:59 left in the first half. To the paint, here's Daniels. Banked in off the glass.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Jay misses. The Hawks leading. Hunter for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Mitchell outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the basket by Jay.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Daniels. And here is Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here is Daniels. Launches it. They get it again. Here's Jay. And another three for Cleveland.
And he is having an unbelievable game from three-point range. How long can he keep this up?
Pass to Hunter. There's the triple. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Jay. Mobley a screen on Hunter. Jay misses. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Hunter. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. George Niang, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Wade comes in for Mobley. Karis LeVert's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Here's Jay. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Reza Shea. Here's Capella. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
Checking out how the... And that about wraps it up.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Jay in at the 3. Here's Reza Shea. And the dunk by Reza Shea.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready score.
A 3. Often with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 3. Inside. Here's Johnson. And he makes good on the layup. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mobley is screen. Jay drains it from beyond the arc. Jay's got 26.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills him.
There's a screen. Johnson for 3. Cans it from downtown.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Jay misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. Completely new group on the floor. Then for the Cavaliers, Karis LeVert's checked in for Max Strus. Shea comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Krejci. And again, unable to change momentum here. Mobley the pass to Jerome. Mobley is screen on Matthews. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And here is Hunter. With one on the clock, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 13 points in the game, and a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Cavaliers ahead. Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. We've got DeAndre Hunter. Matthews out there with Okongwu. And it's Roddy in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Hunter finds Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Here's Krejci. Pass to Hunter. Okongwu at the elbow. Here's Roddy. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Matthews throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Mobley, a screen on Matthews. Shea misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Matthews with it. Now defended by Jay. Matthews no good. Cleveland leading by 6. Jerome passes to Jay. Rebound Atlanta. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Pass to Krejci. Hawks passing it around. A 3, Hunter. Allen with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. LeVert the pass to Jay. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He misses the free throw.
Wow, what, do you have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Jerome. Daniels. And that one goes long. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Mobley is screen. Lets it go from deep. Shea misses. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Reese Shea. Lays it up and banks it in.
Assertive play by Reese Shea. Not every rookie is ready to shoulder the big moment.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Mobley is screened. Here's Jay. They get it back. Count that one for Mobley.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
And it's Ricochet missing. The Cavaliers leading by 6. 1:46 left in the game. Mobley is screened. Nailed from three-point land. Jay's got 38 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 12-point Cavalier lead.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. It's good.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Here's Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for Cleveland.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And they're going to roll to their third straight victory to open up these conference finals, giving them a commanding series lead.
Yeah, sweep seems just about inevitable right now. And with the way they've been playing here in this series, they are building a ton of momentum for the finals, especially if they can close out the sweep in Game 4.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And that's an intentional foul. And so it's Cleveland with it. They've held a 12-point lead early, and so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
A three from Johnson. The Cavaliers pull it in. At the elbow, it's Allen. Mobley outside. Here's Jay. No good. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. You have to think at this point.
Sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter. Got to win this game tonight and close these guys out.